Okay. I'm at the mountain called Ostrog, and over there it's a monastery, Ostrog, Ostrg Monastery, and there is a saint over there, the body of a saint, Saint Vasilije. He's a miracle worker. His body is still not decomposed, even though he's dead for 300 years. And so that's where my stuff is, and all these mountains and forests I took this way, trying to find something. It doesn't matter, I can't say really. And I went through very hard experience here all this way, but I never lost hope that I will reach at least something that will satisfy my humanly desires or something. And I learned a very valuable lesson, that it is not important the destination that you thought that you're going to, because maybe you will never reach it, maybe you're not supposed to be there. The journey that you take and the lesson that you learn along the way is what counts, is what matters, is what will get you through the day. And no matter how hard the terrain is, no matter how hard life gets, no matter how next to impossible it seems, and no matter if you think you're lost, never lose hope and never stop moving. You must stop moving, man. There will always be a trail at the end of this journey. There will always be the path that you're supposed to be on. Just trust it, man. I speak it from the depths of my heart. It's not important for you what I just experienced over there. My words cannot even explain that. It's important the path that you are on, the journey that you are taking. No matter how hard it is, trust me. Never stop moving. At the end, you will reach it. Sometimes it will take a year, sometimes it will take 2, 10, sometimes it will be an hour, sometimes it will be a lifetime. Never lose hope, because wide is the gate and the road that leads to destruction, and many are those who walk on it. But narrow is the gate and the path that leads to salvation, and only there are few of those who find it. I hope you have a nice day, and I hope you never give up, because, you know, the Almighty Father will always be with you. Call it whatever you want. It's inside of you. The kingdom of heaven is inside of you. Just trust the process. Trust the process and never forget. Never forget. Never give up. Never. I don't know if you can hear the bells. I'm on my way back. I was over there. Yeah, the terrain is pretty much well, hostile. I have to go through there actually. I learned a valuable lesson today, even though I never reached the destination I was hoping to, because the vegetation changed and the trail was gone, and I ended up mistrailed somewhere in the rocks and in the nature, wilderness of Mountain Ostrog. Down there is the lower monastery. And so Saint Vasilije was a guy who lived 300 years ago plus, and he was a priest at his time. And so he died, he was buried, and so there was this other monk who had a dream when Saint Vasilije came to him in a dream and said to him he's supposed to dig his body up. Yeah, so this monk thought that, he's just having delusions in his dreams. So he had the same dream for the 3 times, and in the 3rd dream he got burned. Or like for real, in real life, something like that. So they dug the body up, and the body was still whole, and it is to this day. So the people come to the Ostrog Monastery to pay their respect to Saint Vasilije, and miracles happen here. People get healed, people walk again, all kinds of miracles happen in the mountain of Ostrog, and the monastery, which is somewhere over there. You cannot see it now, but down there is the lower monastery. There are like 2 monasteries, but the upper one, somewhere over there, it's a big deal. So I learned a valuable lesson today, like the lesson of will, determination, hope, faith, never giving up, but also the lesson of humility and humbleness, that sometimes the best thing you can do is to give up. Sometimes the best road you can take is the road back, because sometimes the road back will take you to where you need to be. If you're just going forward, wanting this one thing in life, wanting this boyfriend, wanting this job, wanting this whatever, and you get obstacle after obstacle, rough terrain after rough terrain, and you keep moving, sure, it's the lesson of will, lesson of determination, lesson of faith, but sometimes you will realize at the end of that road that you are pushing, that you're not supposed to be there. There's nothing for you there. Sure, there is a lesson of humility, a lesson of humbleness, a lesson that you're supposed to go back. Maybe it will be a hard road again until you realize that the place where you were heading is not the place where you're supposed to be. The place where you are supposed to return, like to your home, to your family, to your friends, to other job, to other dreams of your life. It's actually the thing that you're supposed to do, the thing that you're supposed to be, the thing where you are supposed to be. So today, on this mountain, on these beautiful lands and this hard terrain, I learned my lesson of humility, courage, hope, willingness, humbleness, everything, and I'm very grateful for it. I never reached the destination that I was supposed to. I reached it once, and I guess that's the only thing. I had this dream, and what I had in this dream took me to this place on this mountain, but I'm not supposed to say much about it for some reasons. And I guess it was the one-time thing. And sometimes you just have this one opportunity to learn things, and don't push it again. Be satisfied, be humble, be courageous, and never give up, and eventually you'll end up where you're supposed to be. Have a nice day. Monastery Ostrog. Beautiful. So at the end, after almost 3 hours of trying, and rocks and branches and hits and scars and rough terrain and determination and will and loss of all hope and surrendering and going back, quitting, after I went through all these rocks and all this uncharted territory, I actually found the trail that I was on previously. I was like, whoa, okay, at least I will go on foot normally back to the monastery. And then I just turned my head around, and there it was. The path that I was searching all this time, I missed it. I went straight ahead, not paying attention at all, getting myself into a lot of crap. but I never lost hope, and it was the valuable lesson for me today, and I'm so willing to share. No edits, no things, no, just from the depths of my heart I say to you, the most valuable advice I can give you today: sometimes the best thing you can do is to go back. Please go back. I don't know who you are and why you need to hear this today. Please just go back. Just go back. There is a little tiny clue, little tiny trail that you missed somewhere along the way of the great significance, and it will take you to where you're supposed to be. To take you to freedom, man. You will feel the wind on your face. You will see the sun in the sky, giving you just enough time before it goes down into the darkness for you to reach the path that you are supposed to be on. Please go back. Never lose hope. Never stop trying. Always try. Always push forward. Never give up, no matter how hard things get. No matter if it is very hard to go forward, it will be even harder to go back because you lack strength. But trust me, man. Trust me. Just believe. Just believe that God is always with you. God is always with you, no matter what God means for you. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a religious person. There is a lot more to the God entity than we are being told. Way much more. It is inside of us. We are it. We are a part of it. Everything is a part of it. You will never lack anything. Don't worry. Don't worry. Just never give up and believe. And believe, and you will eventually get there. So the best advice I can give you today: be humble, be courageous, and go back. Sometimes that is the best thing you can do. Have a nice day.